Hi there, I'm Aman from DPS Haldwani Lamachor and you're watching PTO classes. So, I'm back with another lesson from grade 7th English, and today we are going to do a poem, a very simple and easy poem that we all will feel related with. So, the poem that we are going to learn today is Garden Snake. So, have you ever seen a snake fighting a mongoose, or getting into a hole, or swimming in the river? Everyone, almost everyone, believes that snakes are dangerous. Okay, some are most, some most are not. Okay, so you have to read this poem, and you have to read this poem, and your myth will be cleared that all the snakes are harmful. This myth has been in your mind that every snake is very dangerous. So this is not the fact. You will read about a harmless garden snake in today's poem. I saw a snake. Let's begin the poem. I saw a snake and ran away. Some snakes are dangerous, they say. But mother says that kind is good and eats up insects for his food. So when he wiggles in the grass, I'll stand aside and watch him pass and tell myself there's no mistake. It's just a harmless garden snake. The poem is composed by Muriel L. Son. Okay, the poet's name is Muriel L. Son. So, we have read the poem together. Before explaining the poem, I'm going to give you a brief backdrop about the poem. We all are afraid of something or the other. Insects are one thing that we get scared very easily because they are very creepy. Some are scared of lizards, some are scared of bugs, some are scared of cockroaches, some are scared of, and most are scared of the spiders. But there are few who are scared because of the snake. So, why do we get scared because of the snake? What is the thing that makes it very scary, very fearful? How it looks. Okay, when we see it, we get a very creepy feeling that it is looking very creepy. We don't like how it looks. So, because of this, we always get scared of the snake. And we have been told by many people that snakes are dangerous. In TV, in YouTube, we have seen and heard that snakes are harmful. We have heard from our parents, we have heard from our elders, from our friends that snake bites and it takes our life, which is not wrong. Snakes are dangerous, snakes are harmful, snakes do bite, snakes are poisonous, but all the snakes are not. And one thing is there, if you will not harm anyone, it will not harm you back. Snakes only harm you in most of the instances when you harm it. Okay. So, in the poem, Muriel L. Son is the author, and he tells us about his mother, that his mother tells him that yes, some of the snakes are dangerous, but most are not. And there is a garden snake which is very useful. And how it is useful? because it eats away all the insects. I saw a snake and ran away. Okay, so the boy Muriel is saying that when I saw a snake, I got scared and I ran away. Some snakes are very dangerous, they say. Who are they here? They are the elders, the people who must be talking to the boy. So all the people are saying that some snakes are dangerous. I saw a snake and ran away because people have told me that the snakes are very harmful. But mother says that kind is good. Which kind? The garden snake. Okay, but the mother says that kind is good and eats up insects for his food. Okay, insects are there, bugs are there which destroys the garden. So mother says in a sense they are very useful. The garden snakes are very useful because they end up eating all the insects. So when he wiggles in the grass, when he shakes his body in the grass, I'll stand aside and watch him pass. So the boy, what he does, when the snake is moving in the grass, when it is wiggling in the grass, the boy stands aside and watch him pass, watch him go, and tell myself, there's no mistake. Okay, he consoles himself, yes, there's no mistake. It's just a harmless garden snake. So he is, after all, convinced with his mother that the snake is not harmful and it is just a what? It is just a normal garden snake. Now let us see how you are going to write the summary. Okay, so the young child narrator, who is Muriel, sees a snake and runs away thinking the snake to be dangerous. Okay, the young boy Muriel, who is the author of the poem, who is the composer of the poem, who is the poet, he sees a snake and he runs away thinking the snake to be dangerous. His mother, however, tells him that some particular kinds of snake are not dangerous, but on the contrary, they are very good. They eat nothing but insects, okay, the insects which are harming the garden. Thereafter, the narrator no longer is afraid to stand aside and see the snake wiggle in the grass. So the narrator gets the courage to stand aside and watch the snake move its body in the grass. Every time the narrator sees the garden snake, okay, whenever he is watching the garden snake, he reminds himself that there is nothing wrong, as this is just a harmless garden snake. So whenever he is watching the garden snake, he is telling himself that there is no harm. It is just a simple, just a normal, just a harmless garden snake. The poem Garden Snake is a very simplistic description of a harmless snake. Okay, in your summary you can write this, that the poem is a very simplistic description. Okay, very normal, very easy description of a harmless snake. The young child narrator encounters a snake in the garden. The young boy encounters means meets, sees a garden snake and a snake in the garden and runs away from it out of fear. So he gets scared and runs away after watching the garden snake. However, his mother informs him that certain kinds of snakes are not dangerous at all. So his mother told him that few snakes are there which are very harmful, but this kind is not. They feed merely on insects, they eat insects. The young child narrator loses his fear thereafter and begins to watch the snake pass through the garden. So the child got the courage back, and he silently watches the garden snake pass by. Okay, so this is what the poet conveys in the story, in the poem, that everything that looks dangerous is not. Yes, the myths have been created in our mind that snakes are very poisonous, they are very harmful, and which is not totally incorrect. Many snakes are there which are very harmful. You have to be careful with them, but you have to be careful, not scared. Okay, just let them do their thing and you do yours. Be careful around them, don't hit them, don't hurt them, and they will not hurt you back, they will not harm you back. So the garden snake is a very good one for everyone, because it eats the insects, it lives there very peacefully, it moves here and there. You can watch it, you can see the snake, but if you will hit him, if you will put your feet over it, then it will surely be dangerous for you. So you have to be careful, you have to respect its space, you have to let him live his life peacefully. Then you will also be in the in a very positive place. You will not be harmed in any manner by the garden snake. So this is what the poet wants to convey through the poem, that garden snakes are a kind of snakes which are less harmful, and they are harmless snake. You just have to respect their lives. You just have to be polite, you just have to be harmless for them, then they will be harmless for you. So I hope that you have understood the poem, and I am going to provide you the work related to the poem. You have to do that, and summary also you have to write. So in case of any confusion, any queries, you can always contact me, and I hope that you have understood the poem really well. In case of any problem, you can always contact me. So complete the work that I am giving you, and we will meet again in the next video.